Activists are deflating the tires of SUVs because leaders won't set the right climate policy. You walk out of your house on a sunny weekend morning. You're eager to drive your SUV to the local beach. You're about to turn on the engine when you notice a flyer. It reads, "We have deflated one or more of your tires. You'll be angry, but don't take it personally. It's not you, it's your car." That's the message from an anonymous collective called Tire Extinguishers. Since March, they have deflated tires of nearly 6,500 SUVs in Europe and North America. They say SUVs are a climate disaster. They cause air pollution, and for most people, they are a luxury. Indeed, if SUVs were an individual country, they would have ranked 6th in the world for emissions in 2021. This kind of activism, call it reversible property damage, is becoming more common. It started with Extinction Rebellion in the UK that disrupted traffic in cities. Now, groups like Just Stop Oil are gluing themselves to paintings in art galleries, and Insulate Britain is stopping traffic on highways. A French group, Dernier Renovation, even stopped the Tour de France cycling race. One reason it's happening is because they say politicians are not doing their job setting climate policies that will rapidly cut emissions. But it also fits the historical narrative. Andreas Malm, a professor at Lund University, reviewed the history of massive social changes and concluded that peaceful protests alone rarely succeed. The Haitian Revolution, hardly a bloodless affair. Militancy was at the core of suffragette identity. Subaltern violence marked the route to independent India from the mutiny in 1857 to that of 1946. The US Civil Rights Movement won the Act of 1964 because it had a radical flank that made it appear as a lesser evil in the eyes of state power." End quote. However, some studies show that when protesters turn violent, people may perceive them to be vandals. And that risks losing allies in a movement that needs to grow. That's why the vast majority of climate protests remain peaceful. The activists that do go further told me that they are doing so precisely because reasonable actions to address the climate crisis have failed. Emissions continue to rise rather than fall rapidly. Until that changes, your tires are not safe. This is Zero. I am Akshat Rathi. For more, please follow us on your favorite platforms.